Ridgid is revamping their cordless lineup to streamline things, and we have their new 18-volt brushless drill and impact driver to run on our test track. Can these new, more compact tools match up with the performance of Octane and others? Let's find out. With this launch, Ridgid is now targeting 3 distinct levels. 18-volt brush tools are your entry into the 18-volt platform, and then you have brushless subcompact tools. These are smaller size with mid-level performance. Finally, you have 18-volt brushless tools, and these are the highest performing tools that we've got. The hammer drill and impact driver that we're testing today are part of that high performance lineup. Despite that designation, these are lighter and more compact than their Octane counterparts. The hammer drill drops more than 3/4 of an inch to measure just 7.6 inches in length. It also slims down more than 12 ounces to weigh in at just 3.1 pounds. The impact driver's reductions aren't as dramatic, but still worth noting. It's about 1/4 inch shorter and loses a little over 4 ounces to hit 2.3 pounds on our scale. There are some significant differences in performance too. The 18-volt brushless hammer drill hits 550 RPM in low and 2100 RPM in high. Both are a little higher than Octane. However, it gives up 500 inch-pounds of torque, dropping to 800. That's still a relevant power level, especially for this size, but that's a big drop and it might take its toll on the test track. Like Octane, the 18-volt brushless impact has 3 speeds and hits 900, 2000, and 2900 RPM. It gives up just a touch of speed to Octane in high and medium speeds and spins a little faster in low. It also drops some torque, but just a little bit. This model is rated for 2300 inch-pounds, only 100 inch-pounds lower than the Octane model. Before we hit the test track, let me just take a quick second to say thank you for clicking on our video. We hope you find it helpful. While you're here, consider helping us out by hitting the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Since we know you love promoting your trade business and looking good while you're doing it, check out Carhartt's custom logo service by clicking the link in the description. Getting back to the matter at hand, we're testing with the recommended 2P batteries for both sets of tools. That's a 6 amp hour Octane battery for the Octane models and a 4 amp hour max output battery for the 18-volt brushless tools. The Ridgid Octane hammer drill is getting off to a sluggish start. Its size and weight make it a little tougher to control when driving smaller fasteners at high speed. Its power showing though is it's melting right through with that 1/2 inch twist bit. That was quick. The chips are flying fast and furious with the spade bit, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down in the least. Shifting over to the auger bit, we get to see the smooth side of the drill's speed, and there's no surprise to find that it's still in high. On to the first hole saw, and well, that didn't take long. Confidently staying in high gear for the 2 1/8 inch hole saw, and it's through with a very good time. It's going to take an impressive effort for the new 18-volt brushless hammer drill to overtake that. And there it goes, chasing down Octane. It's looking quite a bit faster in this first section with its lighter weight and smaller size, making controlled driving easier. Making the change to a twist bit and really laying down a quick time through that section. Even with the load increasing, it looks like it's keeping Octane in its sights through our spade bit section. I can't tell which one was faster though. Onto the auger bit, and it's a similar story. Maybe it's a little faster, maybe not. Either way, it's confidently working through. The first hole saw is on its way through and resisting any bind-ups. It'll lose whatever advantage it gained if it can't stay in high through the end though. There's a little bind-up, but no gear change. There's the breakthrough. All right, let's take a breath before we move on to the impact drivers and see where things stand. Now, Ridgid's former flagship model, the Octane, finished in 2 minutes and 41 seconds. The 18-volt brushless hammer drill did indeed get through those drywall screws with a big advantage and gained time with the twist bit and spade bit. It gave up some time with the auger bit, took a little back with the first hole saw, and was about a second behind on the final hole saw. Even giving up 500 inch-pounds of torque, it finished in 2 minutes and 22 seconds, beating Octane by 19 seconds to pick up 5 spots and settle into 5th place overall. All right, now that we have the test track switched out for impact drivers, Octane is kicking things off again, steadily moving through the drywall screws without any trouble. Unsurprisingly, it's having an easy time with the self-tappers, though that bulky head seems to be getting in the way of the sightline for those small screws. It's pretty quick through the twist bit section and starting to impact now. The more an impact driver has to impact when drilling, the slower it goes. Now into the final section where Octane can really show off its muscle. It's not the fastest we've seen, but certainly confident. That's nice work, and I gotta say how much I love those tri-beam LEDs. Let's see if the 18-volt brushless impact driver can keep up. Driving in those first screws, the 18-volt brushless looks fast despite a lower top speed. It's not even starting to impact and acting more like a drill in this section. Switching over to a nut driver bit for the self-tapping screws and making sure work of that. It didn't sound like it was impacting there either. Starting to, holy sugar plum fairies, that was ridiculous. Do we have any slow-mo with that shot? I've never seen an impact driver that fast with a 1/4 inch twist bit. Finally impacting in this final section, moving through it, well, this is going to be a great time. Could Ridgid actually challenge Makita for the #1 spot? Well, that certainly got my heart rate up. Gracious. All right, let's check out the results. The older Ridgid Octane impact driver finished in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. But what about the slightly less powerful and slightly slower 18-volt brushless model? 2 minutes flat. That's 1 second slower than Makita and just shy of the track record on the PTR impact driver test track. Let's unpack that for just a second. We went back and did some follow-up tests, and sure enough, this impact driver didn't have to start impacting until the final test. That makes it one of the most versatile models available since it can handle lighter drilling and driving more like a drill before acting like an impact driver should when the load increases. Despite both tools being rated as having less power, the new Ridgid 18-volt brushless hammer drill and impact driver both showed faster times against their Octane counterparts and moved Ridgid significantly higher up our charts. Particularly for the hammer drill, Octane's torque may still be a better option if you're constantly up against really tough tasks. But for most of us, the new models offer the convenience of a more compact design without giving up any performance. So what do you think? Did Ridgid knock these new tools out of the park? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching. Help us out by subscribing to our channel below. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit that like button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on our latest videos.